أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا واعف عنا. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من أن نقول زورا أو نغشى فجورا أو نكون بك من المغرورين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. آمين. Respected sisters, how are you today? You all? Who is first time here? Raise hand. Yeah, two. Okay. Welcome. All right, we continue with our wonderful subject, the major sins. May Allah any major sin. Ameen. And if any one of us has committed a major sin in his or her life, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive them and never ever allow them to do that again. Ameen ya Rabbi. The good news about this subject is this. Let's start with bad news. Bad news is that if you commit a major sin, na'udhu billah, major means Jahannam. Very clear. Major sin means Jahannam if Allah doesn't forgive. The good news, knowing this subject means you have the utmost awareness of this danger called major sins, and therefore you'll be able to avoid them. Once you avoid them, you enter Jannah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إن يجتنبوا كبائر ما ينهون عنه نكفر عنهم سيئاتهم. If they avoid the major sins that we have forbidden, we will forgive all of their sins. Meaning, which sins? You avoided the major sins. Which sins Allah forgives you? The minor ones. Meaning, if a person doesn't commit any major sin, inshallah, out of these 70 that we are already, alhamdulillah, explaining, Allah Azza wa Jal will forgive you the minor sins. Just by avoiding the majors, just by avoiding the majors. Oh, that's great. Yes, that's great. So this is why we need to learn this subject, and we are at what number? 8, right? We are at number 8. So 62 to go. 62 more major sins to know. And knowledge is a journey. Never be in a hurry, sisters. Never be in a hurry. In any aspect of life. Marriage, never be in a hurry. Divorce, never be in a hurry. Driving, never be in a hurry. Seeking knowledge, never be in a hurry. Every aspect of your life. Sabar and slow down. This is very important. Because some people say, I need to finish this subject. What do we do? Okay, you finish, what do you do? Share now. Everything you learn, share. Don't wait until 70 major sins. You will forget even number 2 and 3 by that time. Whatever you learn, my sisters, go and share, inshallah. So we are at number 8, which is disobedience of parents. Unfortunately, many brothers and sisters, they think they are the parents only. They forget that they have parents. You see? And what goes around comes around. It's very true. So before I demand that my children give me respect, what did I do with my parents? If they already have passed away, may Allah forgive them. And if they are still alive, what am I doing? Because the children will copy you exactly. They will do exactly what you have been doing. Tell married couples, be careful what you do to each other, how you talk to each other, even as a husband and wife, because your kids, will do exactly the same thing to other people when they marry them, or to you as parents. So let's see the number 8 major sins quickly. Allah. Let's recap quickly the major sins we have seen. Number 1. Number 1. What's wrong with you? Your body is here and your mind is somewhere else? Still with Qurban? Qurban finished, khalas. Number 2. Killing. Number 3. Sorcery and magic, black magic. Okay? Number 4. No salat. Number 5. No zakat. Number 6. No fasting, Ramadan. Fasting Ramadan, huh? We have to be clear. Even one day is a major sin. Number 7. No Hajj. You die without Hajj while you were able, huh? You were really able to do Hajj, but mati, you didn't go to Hajj. Number 8, disrespecting the parents. Okay, this is where we are. Just I summarize for you. Bismillah. Okay. It's amazing. Whenever he speaks about parents, he put himself first. Look at the ayahs where Allah mentions the parents. He speaks about His Majesty himself. Then he speaks about the parents. He says, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ. He mentions Tawheed, oneness of God. Your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him. The ayah ends there? No. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And to be extremely kind and courteous to the parents. So whenever he talks about the parents, he speaks about himself first. Meaning, the true essence of Tawheed, the true essence of Islam, is to give utmost kindness and love and respect to parents. Remember this, my sisters. If a person does whatever he does and he's not good to his parents, nothing is good in his life. Allah Azza wa Jal said, and your Lord has decreed that none should be worshipped but Him, and to be extremely kind to the parents. This is the decree of Allah. This is what Allah has judged on His ibad, you and me. To worship Him alone and not to commit shirk, and to be extremely kind to the parents. This is Islam. The second ayah is عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما. Pay attention to the word عندك. If one of them or reach old age, عندك, at your house. عندك, meaning they should not reach old age far away from us. They should be with us. We should look after them like they looked after us when we were small. I see. Meaning parents shouldn't live far away from their kids. The word عندك means at your house. In Arabic, عندك means at my house. عندي, at my house. عندك, at your house. So Allah is saying, if one of them or both of them reach old age. Sometimes the father is older than the mother. The mother is still young. Usually it's the father who is quite old than the mother, usually. Sometimes they are same age, sometimes the mother is old. They should not, this is an indirect understanding that they should not grow old somewhere else. Today, we are even dumping them in nursing homes. Na'udhu billah. And we call ourselves Muslims. Astaghfirullah. So, إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما, one of them, أو كلاهما, or both of them. فلا تقل لهما أف. Don't even say oh. The word oh, don't even say it. Sometimes parents do, things, do say things, do certain things we don't agree. We cannot say oh. We cannot even say that word. We cannot even show in our body language or face language that we are upset or in disagreement. To this extent, Islam tells us to respect the parents. Yes, to this extent. The word of two alphabet, alif, fa, is prohibited. How about yelling, cursing, putting them down, hurting their feelings, fighting in front of them between brothers and siblings and sisters? Some children fight in front of the father and mother, argue, call each other names, even fist fight. That is absolutely devastating to both of you. Tell them choose. It's haram to say choose between me and so and so. Is incredible. Na'udhu billah. The word uff is prohibited. This one. That's what uff in Arabic means. Is you show that you are dissatisfied with something. You cannot do it. How about chapat? I don't have time. Get in the car. Oh my God. You're telling them that? They're slow. Like you were baby, you were still throwing one footstep with another footstep, and they were so happy encouraging you. Now when they become very old, you're telling them chapat. Na'udhu billah. وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا. Don't say uff and don't say words that are. So we are commanded by His Majesty to do this. Forget any pleasure in dunya and akhirah. Forget any barakah, blessings in dunya and akhirah. We must really look after them. Look after their needs, physical as well as emotional. Sometimes we do physically, alhamdulillah, we spend money, we bring even maids, maybe a son is rich, send good gifts, money, but no, they don't need just that. They need your hug. They need you to be with them. They need just to speak to you, just to look at your face, because you are part of them. You are a piece of meat from them. Never forget that. And you understand that now, because most of you at this age are mothers. Now you understand. So it's very important that we don't just be nice physically to them, giving them money, sending them to Umrah, but they just want to see us. Be with us, hear our voice, smell us. This is very important. So you must be with your parents. You are very lucky if your mother or father are living with you. I tell you now, you are extremely lucky. And Allah is blessing you because of them. Sheikh, I am poor, but Allah saved you from many diseases. How about that? That's not, what do you do with money if you are sick? Yalla. Some of you think blessing only money. No, blessing is not just money, sisters. Peace of mind, alhamdulillah, your children are studying, you're healthy, your mom is making dua for you, but you are not rich. So what do I do with money when my father or mother are not happy with me? Because some people think blessed means only money. No, my sisters. طيب. Is that the end? No. He said, وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. Don't say uff in front of them or to them. Do not offend them, and must say word as, mother, you are the best thing Allah has given me. Father, you are my hero. Words like this. This is qawl kareem. Good words. Father, without you, I wouldn't be who I am. He feels so good. He might not tell you anything, but he feels like he is khalas, on top of the world. And many of us don't know how to say good words to parents. They are old, they don't need it. Children, if they do good and you tell them, good job, well done, how do you see them? Highly motivated. Same thing to parents. Parents become just like children. Give them one sweet, they are happy. One sweet, just give it to them. They're very happy. One way of offending them is this. Let's say your father and mother are coming and your children are coming. And you haven't seen them for a long time. For a long time. You were overseas. And they came to the airport to pick you up. You will be so bad if you kiss your children first. You should not. Even if the kids are coming, mommy, no. Mother, father first. And they learn. They're learning that parents first. When it's their turn, they will do the same thing to you. But if you hug children, daddy, mommy, how are you? Okay, you offended them. They just didn't tell you that. They didn't tell you that. But they felt offended. I'm telling you this. So you always start by the elderly. Always, when you greet the elders first. Then the small children. They're still small. They will not even don't. But, you know, emotions, sometimes we don't pay attention. Father and mother can wait. No. Even your parents-in-law. Even your parents-in-law. You start with them. Then your kids. Right. So we are not commanded only not to show any form of unhappiness. Even when we are really unhappy, we shouldn't say the word uff. We should not intimidate them or na'udhu billah, offend them. Moreover, we must say good words to them, which is missing from families today. Many children don't say good words to their parents. Dad, if you didn't teach me, I wouldn't be who I am. May Allah bless you. They have to hear these words. Mom, I know now I have children and I know how great you were as mother, this and that. So alhamdulillah, these are good words. Selamat pagi Hajjah. How are you? Your face is shining more than the sun. And you're not lying. Spiritually, if you tell the son, oh son, I don't like you, whoa, 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 you go to hell. But tell your mother, I don't like you. You see? So, good words must be said, which we are not using today, which is spreading positiveness. What else? Is that all? No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَاخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ. Wing of dhul, out of mercy to them. Do we have wings? What does it mean, lower your wing? We don't have wings. We are not birds. No. It's a metaphor, Quran. Look at the chicken when she wants to sit on her eggs. Warm. She sits on all of them and then she uses her wings to cover them. The Quran, it's a metaphor, big, extremely warm with them. Subhanallah. These ayahs in Surah Al-Isra. In Surah Al-Isra. Surah 17. Is that all? No. There is even a dua. Allah teaches us a dua. وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِ صَغِيرًا. And say, oh my Lord, have mercy to them, the way they raised me in my childhood. It is said that the mercy of parents is so high at the age of you are an infant. The mother is so merciful to the children when they are young. So, oh Allah, give them mercy the same way they showed me mercy when I was little. Usually when you become, 12, 13, 14, it's less. They still love you and have mercy on you. It's because it's safe. Compared to the little one that is still suckling milk. Is that all? No, there is another ayah where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, again I told you, wherever he mentions the parents, he mentions himself. I mean, you cannot miss the ayah because he's talking about himself. What did Allah say in Surah Luqman? Anishkur li wa li walidayk. Thank me and thank your parents. Ilayya al-masir. To me is your return. Allahu Akbar. All of you to me, the parents. So Allah is saying, thank you and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How many of us said that to their parents, especially for the... Ask yourself, my sister. So look at the rahmah of Allah. The gratefulness to Allah is related to gratefulness of parents. Meaning, if you did not thank your parents, you did not thank Allah. That's what it means. If you never find the humility and the humbleness in your heart to tell to your father and mother, thank you, and you mean it. Father, I really thank you for what you have done for me and my brothers and sisters. Mom, you are everything in our life. Thank you, thank you. If you didn't say that, you have never thanked Allah. Now don't go to the grave and thank them, khalas. Sheikh, how can I thank my parents now? They passed away. Yalla, start giving sadaqah on their behalf. Do sadaqah jariyah. Build a masjid on their behalf. Example, plant trees, fruitful trees. Dig a well in Africa or anywhere. When I went to Africa to dig few wells, I saw some donors. Ask, he says, oh, this is my mother. This is my father. This, mashallah. Small thing, but meaningful in that land. Because water is not easy to get. And said is water. Remember this. Is providing water. The greatest of the sadaqah is providing minum, water. Ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhuma said 3 ayahs were revealed combined with 3 things. 3 verses were revealed combined with 3. And no one is accepted without the other. And then he mentions Ati'u Allah wa Ati'u Rasul. Look at me, sisters. There are 3 verses in the Quran. Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu anhu says, when Allah revealed them, He reveals them combined. One is combined to the other one. One is to the other one. Without the other one is not accepted. Example, وَأَطِيعُ اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُ الرَّسُولِ. Obey Allah and obey the messenger. If you obey one of them, is it accepted? No. If you say, I obey Allah but not the Prophet, how come? Yes, there are today idiots, Muslims here in Malaysia, so-called anti-hadith. Careful of them. There are people deviating Muslims. Subhanallah. Careful of deviational groups. They say we accept only the Quran, but not the Sunnah. Okay, how do I pray? The Quran tells me, establish the prayer. But how to pray? Is the Obey only Allah. The Prophet, don't obey him. No need to obey him. No. Allah says, obey Allah and obey the Messenger. Here is one. The second, wa'atu zakat. Can you say, I just pray? Zakat without praying? It's not accepted. You have to do both of them. Salat without zakat is unacceptable. We explained that last week. And the zakat without salat is unacceptable. You might be very generous and you write heavy checks every day. It's not accepted until you pray. So zakat without salat is not accepted. Zakat without salat is not accepted. Without salat. Clear? What's the third ayah? Anishkur li wali walidayk. Our ayah about parents. Thank me and your parents. If you thank Allah, Alhamdulillah, Shukr Alhamdulillah, Ya Allah. A million times. If you never find the love to tell your father and mother, thank you dad, thank you mom, may Allah bless you, it's not accepted. Or vice versa. You thank your mother and father every day, but you forget Tuhan, it's not accepted. What are the three things? Share them with your kids today. When you go home, teach your husbands and kids. What are the three ayahs that Allah will not accept one without the other one? Are angry at you, then Allah is angry at you. Shaykh, even for wrong reasons? No, we are talking for good reasons. For example, if your parents are angry at you because you wear hijab, you start going to classes, this is not counted. But if they are angry at you because you jalan every day somewhere, you don't even tell them where you're going. You don't want to marry at all. Every time the brother comes to and they want to see you happy, you still don't want. I don't know what goes in your money. It's not like tidak ada nasib. Tidak ada, well, we understand. Allah didn't send you. But Allah is sending you every day, please charge me, and you refuse. What do you think yourself you are, Cinderella? Takbir. No, some ladies also don't want to. Same man also. No, Allah didn't send. We understand. Allah keeps sending to you. Here, if they are angry with you, it's bad. They are angry at you because you don't pray. Here is too bad. But if they are angry with you because you couldn't complete your studies, something happened, you cannot. Too much work. They want you to have PhD in I don't know what. Now you couldn't, you got just BA or Masters. Some parents also, because they were lousy, they couldn't finish school, they want you to finish school on the behalf. No, we need to understand that the pleasure of the parents must be within the framework of Sharia. And their anger should be also within the framework of Sharia. Is this clear? Because I don't want you now to say my mother very upset with me, Sheikh. I am cursed, Allah is going to heaven. If she is not happy with you for the right reasons, and who says the right reasons? Quran and Sunnah. And not society. Because in some societies, the right reason is to do what? Is to disobey Allah. The right thing for some societies is to, why don't have boyfriend? They say, because it's to them, it's normal to have boyfriend. For us, no, that's against the Sharia. You got it? Feel free to ask during the lesson. Abdullah bin Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu anhuma said, a man came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and asked him permission to go for jihad. A man came and said, Ya Rasulullah, I am here to take permission from you to go and fight for Allah's sake. The Prophet alayhi salatu wasallam asked him, Ahayyun walidaka, are your parents alive? He said, yes. He said, then do jihad in them. Do jihad in them. What does it mean? Your jihad is to look after them. What does that mean? The hadith must be understood in its context. Those parents had no other son or daughter. Otherwise, Rasulullah ﷺ is stopping jihad. No. The Prophet ﷺ realized that that man is the only son and only child. He doesn't have even a sister to look after the parents who are old. So Rasulullah ﷺ said, no, your jihad is in your parents. So congratulations, sisters, those who are looking after father or mother, or both of them. You are in state of jihad, according to this hadith. MashaAllah. Sheikh, I am, yes. Sheikh, is it okay to come to class? Yes. To come to class for 2 hours is okay. Then you go home. Don't go jalan-jalan, 1 utama, 2 utama, 3 utama. Go home straight. Okay, then. And I want my sisters, when they come to this class, it's not like running away from parents. It's like, oh, alhamdulillah, man, I don't believe it's Monday. Actually, you are not for the sins. The major sins, you are just break. No. Don't do that. So, alhamdulillah, we know that looking after parents and providing for them any form of need is a jihad fi sabilillah. Through this hadith, we know, because Rasulullah said, in them you make your jihad. In them. Oh, thank you, Ya Rasulullah. May Allah reward the Prophet for giving us this hope. Any sister who is looking after her parents now, or one of them, you are in a state of jihad. Sabr. In Al-Bukhari and Muslim, there is a wonderful hadith. All of us know it because it's the biggest, the most famous hadith about major sins. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam teaches the Sahaba like this, and he says, "Ala ukhbirukum bi ahmali al-kabair." Shall I inform you what are the worst of the major sins? Meaning, we will worse. They said, "Indeed, O Messenger of Allah, please tell us." He said, Al-Ishraku billah wa uquq al-walidayn. Shirk and disobedience of parents. Uquq. Na'udhu billah. Disobedience of parents. In another hadith, Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam says, La yadkhulu al-jannata 'aq. No one who disobeys his parents will enter Jannah. What? Even if he was, yes, he's talking to whom? He's talking to the Sahaba. He's telling them, if you disobey your parents, you will not go to Jannah. And then they make shahada, yes, because it's a major sin. People think because we are Muslims, we are not going to have. Who said that? There are many things we must do in order not to go to Jahannam. Number 1, Shahada. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan rasulullah. That's not enough. Number 2, Salat. Number 3, Zakat. Number 4,
fasting. Number 5, Hajj. After we do this, there are many things we should avoid. One of them is disobeying parents, killing, sorcery, shirk. So there are things we do and there are things we don't do. Then the combination of the two, alhamdulillah, take us to paradise by the mercy of Allah. Subhanallah. Okay. Wala mannan. The second type of people who will not enter Jannah. Careful, sisters. Those who mention their sadaqah, after you do something good, you go and mention it. You know, if it was not me, he is nothing. Some ladies are like that. It was me who made my husband. It was all my sacrifice. Sister, if you have done anything good, don't mention it. Otherwise you lose the pahala. Careful. Some ladies are full of this nonsense called man. Allah says, وَلَا تُبْطِلُوا صَدَقَاتِكُمْ بِالْمَنِّ وَالْأَذَى. Do not destroy, do not turn batil your good deeds, sadaqat, with mentioning and showing your favors on people. So far, the person who disobeys his parents will not go to Jannah. The second one, the one who mentions his sadaqah, or if he has done something, and then he mentions it, especially sadaqah. You know, today, I have given some money to the masjid early at Salat Fajr. No one saw you. Why you mention it? You know that guy, I found him on the street and I gave him a job. And now, he is driving Mercedes. What do you want him to drive what? Donkey? For you to be happy? La ilaha illallah. Number 3, وَلَا مُدْمِنُ خَمْرٍ, nor an alcoholic. 3 people will not enter Jannah. Remember that. The person who disobeys his parents and offends them, the person who mentions his sadaqah, and the person who, na'udh billah, dies drunk. If he used to drink and tawbah, alhamdulillah, Allah forgives him forever. But no, die drunk. In another hadith, Rasulullah said, may Allah curse the one who disobeys his parents. What? The Prophet says, may Allah curse the one who disobeys his parents or her parents. He said that, yes. In another hadith, Rasulullah said, may Allah curse the one who curses his father, who insults his father. Hey sisters, there are people hitting their fathers. I tell you a story that happened. There is this brother who was telling me, old, very older than me, he's in his 70s, old man. He told me, can I tell you a story? And he was telling me, he said, do you see this place, which is a sewer place? You know, where the sewer goes. But it's covered. Like DBK. He said, in this place, a man dragged his father and hit him. And he said, I saw the son doing the same thing in this place. He said, I was little when I saw a man dragging his father and hit his father, beat him. And subhanAllah, he said, years went, the grandson pulled his father and did the same thing in the same place. And he said, we cried because we were kids and we saw that man and we told him, you see what you have done. He was crying his liver, as we say. But and my own father, may Allah have mercy on him, told me this story. He said, my son, I saw I lived this story. He said, our neighbor, I was not even born, married a woman. But the woman was da'ud billah, like a soul. That's all women like that. When they cut pain, and then they cut another pain. Sorry, you don't understand the Arabic metaphor. You faham everything. You just pretend not to faham. Okay. Anyway, she was a bad woman, not a good woman. She told him, either me or your father. I cannot take care of your father. Fear Allah, my dear wife is my dad. Oh, I love you, but this is. She said, Joseph. He was weak. He was not a real man. So he took his father, put him in a blanket. He covered him in a blanket, it was cold, and took him to nursing home. And put him there, hugged him and said, sorry, Dad, sorry. Father said nothing. Old weak already. Died. Nursing home called him after a few months. Your father, subhanAllah, a few months. If she suffered only a few months. Sisters, that's why I keep telling you, Sabah. What goes around? He was blessed with a son, same thing. When he covered him and take his turn now, he started crying. He said, Dad, why are you crying? He said, my son, this is the very blanket I covered your grandma in it. And I did the same thing. So that boy, of course, couldn't do. He turned back, he took his father back, and he was that way. He said, well, I don't say, I don't want my son again to do this to me. He told him to stop crying, and he died with agony that man. Couldn't forgive himself. Although his son, Hamla, didn't do what he did to his, but he put him, he was taking him to everything. Care for my sisters. This is true story, my grandfather told me this. May Allah have mercy on us. Okay. Wonderful hadith. Rasulullah said, if Allah knew there was another shorter word than the word you know what we say. If he knew there was a shorter word than he would have used it for the parents to prohibit us from, showing any form of disrespect to them. And let the child who looks, he or she, who looks after his or her father and mother, do whatever they want because Allah has forgiven them. They will not enter Jannah. But provided they are Muslims, Islam. So, Shaykh, am I safe if I take good care of my parents? Yeah, with your, alhamdulillah, with your 5 daily prayers, with your Ramadan, with your zakat. Inshallah, your Hajj, you are in Jannah, inshallah. Consider yourself in Jannah. Yes, that's how good it is. Don't let your parents go upset with you. Shaykh, how about if too late? My parents died when I was still young. I was more British than the British themselves. Most of you like that. Like no problem. There is remedy. But now, let's say one of them is still alive, or both of them. Now, as you finish the class, you call them, you go visit them, if you can. If they are around. What is around? 70 kilometers is around to me, okay? It's around. SubhanAllah. Your father and mother, if you were in trouble, your mothers will understand. If your son is now in trouble, you leave everything and go. Now your father and mother just 10 kilometers away. Oh, I'm busy. Busy doing what? La ilaha illallah. All the sins, their punishment can wait until Yawm al-Qiyamah, except disobeying parents. In dunya, you pay the price. What? In dunya. Wallahi al-Azim is very true. Number one is Rasulullah saying this. Look, people fornicate, people do sorcery, their punishment in Yawm al-Qiyamah. But those who disrespect parents, look how they die. Before they die, they pay a price. Before they die. You see their life change completely. Because Allah Azza wa Jalla commanded to worship Him and to be kind to the parents. To thank Him and thank the parents. each time he said, worship me, he said, be nice to your parents.
She.
Yes.
Parents also included parents-in-law?
No. No. Parents are those who gave birth to you. Very good. That doesn't mean you go and abuse your mother-in-law or father-in-law. We didn't say that. Yeah? Say, okay. That's the answer. Bear. Ka'b al-Ahbar rahimahullah said, إن الله لا يعجل هلاك العبد إذا كان عاقا لوالديه ليعجل له العذاب. Ka'b al-Ahbar said, because he was a scholar of the Torah and the Injil, Torah and Injil, before becoming Muslim, he said that Allah Azza wa Jal expedites the punishment and the destruction of someone in dunya because he has disobeyed his parents. Because it's not easy to break the heart of your father and mother and try to say, forgive me. It's not easy. If they don't forgive you, too bad. But be careful, sisters. Parents have done so much to us. When we break their hearts, they cannot forgive. They just pretend. Many of them, especially father. I know that. Because in the family we have someone who offended his father. We were begging him to forgive. He said, Uncle, please, your son will be in trouble. We were begging him. We were bringing him all the verses about, forgiveness. Cannot. Because that's not something. The father couldn't forgive. No easy. I'm telling you now. وإن الله لا يزيد في عمر العبد إذا كان برا بوالديه ليزيده برا وخيرا. And indeed, Allah will extend your life when He sees you being nice to your parents, so that He extends barakah and goodness in your life. What does that mean, Shaykh? Does that mean if I'm about to die at the age of 60, I will not die until 80? No. It means barakah. Although you may live for a short period of life, but you feel you have lived for 2-3 centuries. Barakah, quality. Sisters, there are people who have money, but they have no life. The money is always in the bank. They don't eat well, they don't drive nice, they don't sleep well, they don't see the world. No. When you look after your parents, Allah will extend your life. What does it mean? It doesn't mean you were about to die at the age of 50, He gave you another 10. No. It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make you feel you achieve so many things in a short time. And He blesses your income. He blesses your rizq. You feel you are a queen. MashaAllah. Part of the birr, part of being nice to parents is to spend money on them. Never ever let your father or mother ask you for money. Even if they have. Always. It makes them happy. No, my daughter, I'm not. Don't say, well, you have amana sana, I know. La ilaha illallah. You need to tell me. Yes. If they look after you or after their son? Their son, okay? They say, okay, my son, here is money, look after us. Oh, okay.
And as a result, it is quite hard to do the job. But parents like
if parents like to help, let it be. But no son or daughter should be a burden, even financially. even financially. We shouldn't be a burden on them. Because Rasulullah said the upper hand is better than the lower hand. The upper hand is the donating hand. The hand that donates is better than the one that receives. So let us be the donors. Even if it's our duty to take our parents to the masjid, to wherever they want. But they should understand, I need to have a job. So then, I need to go get a job, full-time job. If he says, if the father and mother depend, really physically they are really weak and depend on their son and his wife, daughter-in-law, then this is different. But if they, alhamdulillah, they can survive until he comes back from work, he should have a job. Because after their death, who looks after him if he doesn't have a job? And his wife and children. But Islamically, there is nothing wrong. If the parents are well off and they are looking after their son, look after us, my son, here is the money. But better with my own money, because we have done already enough. I'm saying even if they have you give, it will come back to you, don't worry. It makes them happy. Because you are buying the pleasure of Allah. Sisters, it's not because they are in need. They are not in need. But I want to buy paradise. And paradise lies under the feet of my mother. And my father is the gate of paradise. Do you know that? Your father is the gate of paradise. You want to enter Jannah? Be nice to your father. Mother, paradise under her feet. All of you, those who are mothers. MashaAllah.
Sheikh, what happened when you are married? Your first priority is your husband.
To the husband, yes.
Yes. Allah and husband. Then your parents will have secondary.
No, it's like this. Very good. You need to fix that. Number one, your priority is to Allah, is to worship Allah. Second, as a wife, because you spend a lot of time with your husband, then your husband. But that doesn't mean I neglect my parents. And that's why you should choose good husbands, not lousy husbands. The good husband, tomorrow when your mother needs you, he will not object that she comes live with you. It's not Islamic to leave the husband and go live with your mother. But now my mother is old. I can bring my mother and she lives with me. Instead of going to two places. My husband, alhamdulillah, he has his private time. And my mother, she is under the same roof.
Sheikh,
The problem is they don't want to come.
but if you have poor,
Right?
your
Sorry.
mother is also, if your mother is also poor, all of them are poor, your mother is
Poor.
poor.
Old. Okay?
Who will be your priority?
Okay, very
Your
good.
mom first or your
You mean mother-in-law, father-in-law?
mother.
Who priority? Priority is your husband and mother-in-law.
I'm looking at for myself.
Yes, mother-in-law.
Mother and
Your father, your brother should look after your mother.
Oh, it's mother-in-law and
Listen carefully. Unless you are the only daughter. If you have brother, it's the duty of the brother to look after his parents, his father and mother. So your sister-in-law is taking care of your parents, meaning her parents-in-law, while you are taking care of your parents-in-law. Because it's the duty of their husband, of their son, who is your husband, to look after them.
But if your mother prefers to stay with
If your mother,
daughters rather than sons.
which they prefer, I know. Always mothers want daughters,
Yeah.
for many reasons, especially if they are old and sick. Why? Because you can clean them better than daughter-in-law. Unless daughter is crazy, mother doesn't want to be with her. Really, serious. Not crazy, Ila in terms of ethics. Some ladies fight with their clothes. When they don't find anyone to fight, they start fighting with their own clothes. May you never see that type of people. Say Ameen. Okay. Sometimes the daughter-in-law is very nice. And then the mother feels she's safe with daughter-in-law instead of daughter. Because of yelling crazy. So the mother is just waiting for death. Ya Allah, give me death. Ya Allah, give me death. No. Okay. Back to the question of my sister. You as a wife of someone, it's not wajib on you to look after your father-in-law and mother-in-law. It's not wajib, but it's highly recommended. It's highly recommended. Okay? But it's not wajib. You're not going to hell for not looking after them. But you go to hell if you give them hard time. Hard time. You always show anger, you always mean, you pressure your husband to take them somewhere. But Sheikh, if I do, alhamdulillah, provide for them a room, alhamdulillah, the maid is cleaning, if I cook, I cook, if the maid cooks, alhamdulillah, you're done. And I know every good Muslim sister, you see a dog in need, subhanAllah, you look after him. Why not to elderly people? Okay. But Islamically, it's the duty of the son. That's why he takes double inheritance. Why he takes double than the girl, the sister? So that he looks after his parents. And also part of paying back certain things he did to the parents in old age.
Why there's no son?
What?
No son in the family.
No son in the family. Yeah, then the girls should share. And the best and the luckiest is the one the mother chooses. And I am going to teach you a trick. Who amongst you has only sons? Who is a mother here who has only sons? So this is for you. Good, you too, sister. All of you learn, even if you don't have sons. An old lady had 3 sons. They all got married, alhamdulillah. When she realized, khalas, time, she's old, anytime Allah will take her, husband already left her. So she wanted to see what type of daughters-in-law she has. So she went to the first one, the big one, oldest. And then she spent the night there. In the morning, she asked the daughter-in-law, number 1, to bring her some water to make wudu and tea. So she brought her nice breakfast to her room. She was polite. She put the food. And she brought her, wudu. The Arabs make wudu in, you don't need to go to far. Okay. She said, I have to play duha. So alhamdulillah, the daughter-in-law went to the kitchen. When she came back, the woman, the remaining water she poured on the bed, pretending that she urinated. And she told her, my daughter, I'm so sorry, I wet your bed. She went ballistic, that girl. What is this? Don't do that, you wash it yourself. No, I am not your slave, I'm not your maid woman. She showed her true colors. Because the breakfast doesn't show true colors. I bring you breakfast, coffee. Coffee bean doesn't. Let me hear. She said, I'm sorry. I will wash it. She washed it. All day. Number 2, she yelled at, same experiences, very smart. Number 2, she did the same thing. She yelled at her in front of her husband. So she knew number 2 is even worse than number 1. Then she went to number 3. She did the same thing. Number 3 hugged her and said, Mommy, it's okay, don't I'm making it very We were like that when we were kids and you looked after us, we used to wear mashallah. So she was happy. Alhamdulillah, she passed the test. She told her, my daughter, I have a friend who has a daughter your age. May I touch your finger? Your mother-in-law asking permission. May I touch your finger and your wrist? Just to, because the mother wants to buy something for her. So she said, of course. So she touched her finger. MashaAllah. And you know, old ladies, better than PET scan. You know PET scan? MRI? Allahu Akbar. Once they touch Khalas, he already has 5 centimeter. Like there. Okay. She said nothing. Then she left. She said, I put my house. So, experience done. She went home. She had some savings. A lot of savings. Her husband left for her. She went to the market, gold market, and she bought all gold. The best savings is you buy gold. Rings, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, everything. And she came and she called the 3 of them. She covered the gold. She put it on the table. She said, bring your wives account. So 3 of them came and she opened it. She said, this is all my savings that my late husband left for me. May Allah give him rahmah. And I have decided to give to this daughter-in-law and I will live all my life. You two have failed in the test. They were shocked. They couldn't even take her for one night, pretend that she urinated. Do you think they will take you for all their life? But that girl was genuine because he chose a good Muslim. The others, they fell in love. And so, jatuh, suck it. When you fall in love, suck it. Okay, good for you. Who told you to football? It's okay. One way of, even the boy, answering the sister's question with your question. The son doesn't have, his wife doesn't have to be 24 hours with them by providing a maid. And one more thing, if your parents have money, actually you provide for them a maid and it's paid from his money, from your father's money or mother's money. Maid. But the maid should not replace you. Don't tell her, why didn't you hug my mother today? She's not a maid. It's you to hug your mother. It's you to, mashallah, bathe your mother. Not the maid. The maid cleans. The maid makes sure she eats food, that she is safe. But not emotionally. Emotion is you. Yeah, that could be. If they don't have that, it's your duty to, mashallah, provide for them. And careful, the maid shouldn't be beautiful. Because your father may go crazy. The maid. Serious, it's happening. Your mother old, your father still thinks he is teenager, and the maid is nice from I don't know where. Careful. Hey, I'm not joking, it's true. It's happening.
Okay, this is a real case where this is real case.
Yes.
The mother, husband passed away.
Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un.
She has developed signs of dementia.
Dementia. Yes.
Right? All the 3 children are working. They don't have maids, so they couldn't take care of the mother. They, half-heartedly had to send the mother to a nursing home.
Stop.
But the nursing home provides doctors and everything. So basically fulfill her needs for care as well as for her sickness. So they visit her every weekend. They take her out like for Hari Raya or to celebrate her birthday. But they just have to put her there because nobody to look after the mother at their respective homes. Because they don't have means and they are all working to earn a living. So how
2 boys, 3 boys? 3 of them boys?
2 girls, 1 boy.
Okay. You mean, what,
Yeah,
what should I do? They are wrong, they are all sinners. You cannot put the mother, because she is not physically sick. She is mentally sick. The disease is in her mind, so they have to be sabr with her. But if it was physically, yes, put her in hospital. Hospital until she recovers. But since it is in her mind. Okay, imagine you as a mother, you have a sick child, mentally. Not mentally, it's just forgetful. You know those kids, special kids, they become special, not mentally. Special kids. Do you take your son and leave him forever in the hospital? No, you will not do it. You say, this is my baby. I will do everything. Same thing should be with the mother. So what they should do, one of them should stop working, the other two look after their sister. One sister, the other two said, okay, since you are sacrificing your career, wallahi, if she's not, Allah will look after that girl. And He will, listen sisters, you don't get rest day because of job. You don't get rest because of job. You get rest because Allah sends it to you. Job is a need. You can get rest without even working. Allah sends you money like that. Doesn't mean we don't work. No. We work, but we shouldn't think it's the work, it's the job that gives me rest. No. So, one of them should sacrifice, and the other two look after, like share. They have to share the burden. This is the mother, one of them. Rather than, na'udhu billah, taking her to, what is that? Yes, you come and see her once a week. After you finish the job. So the job is more important to you than your own mother. There is nothing more important than parents except Allah and His Messenger. Understand this, put this in your mind. You tell your husband, even if I have to leave you, I will leave you for my parents. Who said that the husband is more important? But let's go ahead. You have something wrong in your mind. You know that? They taught you that a long time ago. The husband is more important. Who said that? Husband more important. Show me one ayah, husband is more important. You can divorce your husband, but you cannot divorce your parents. Allahu Akbar. Who taught you those things? Each time I go teaching Malay, people ask me, but the husband, because they scare you. That's how they control you, by the way. Most of you, ladies. They don't want to empower you with the true knowledge of Quran and Sunnah. Where in the Quran or Hadith Allah says that for a woman, the husband is more important than father and mother? I am showing you the areas for male and female. You have to be nice to them. Your parents love you for who you are. Even if you are a blind child, they will love you. Your husband doesn't love you when you turn blind. When you are still seeing, he is looking for another one. That there. No problem. That is no problem. I put her somewhere. For example, I work. I put her somewhere with the maid or daily care. Fine, no problem. But my heart is with her at work. When I'm working, my heart and mind is with the mother. Did she eat? Is she okay? Is she sleeping now? Huh? The moment finish job, straight to mother. Not friends, come on, I don't know what, socialize, I have a life, then I go to mother. No, it's not like that. The moment she goes to Allah, no remorse, because the remorse will kill you. I'm telling you now. You start biting your finger like, why? I didn't. And she's gone. But if you did good, you'll be so happy. Please. Maybe you drop some tears of missing her, but not of regret. There are tears of regret, they're very hot. And there are tears of rahmah, that I miss my mother. That's different. So do not let shaitan play on you. Parents are very important in life. After Allah and His Messenger, parents.
Nowadays, it's a trend that some parents, especially for us at this age, we decided that instead of staying with our children, we rather stay in the condo with our friends, where we can go prayers, we can go for classes. Is it a fault for our children, or should we have fault for not taking care of us?
Very good. At this age, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to a certain age, you don't want to stay with your children because it's quite difficult to go to class, to go solat, but you rather stay in a kampung or in something like we call it a condo, where we have our own room, we have our own place to stay, and we have friends, and we can do 5 days prayers, we have nurses there, we have doctors there. It's something like But we can go in and out as we please.
But the parents do it.
Some parents
Or
said-
children push them.
No, the parents wanted to stay there.
Okay. If it's your parents' choice, it's okay. But make sure that choice is not taken because there was pressure somewhere. Because parents are very sensitive. The moment you say something or you look at them, okay, we have to go. They know they are already a burden on you. And they become very sensitive. Like children. If you tell your child, he cries. If you give one sweet, he thinks he's the most important. You neglect your father and mother. You just talk to your friends while you are not paying attention to them. They feel they are not welcome and they may take that decision. So make sure the decision is taken based on they love it. They love outdoor, they love their friends. Fine. And day one, sisters who are not married, day one, you tell your husband, my parents telling you now. Condition, actually, put it even condition before even marriage. If a man tells his wife, before he even put a finger on her, listen, in my life, my parents. You be nice to my parents, we are best friends. You show little, you are your own, I'm my own. Then the woman gets it from day one that this man loves his parents. You tell her, I love you, I love you, I love you. She thinks she is an enemy. No, that's all. You also say the same thing. My parents. May Allah bless you. Be candid, sisters. Be candid, be direct. Stop going around the bushes. No good, no good. In Malaysia, you have this culture of shame. You know what I mean? The bees are coming, looking for bunga I think I am in the garden. Malaysia. What is that? Just say we would like to marry your daughter to our son. Let's say is she available? Yes. If she's not available, ask me come back next time. And I am thinking, oh, the bees. And then the mother replies, oh, the flowers are not yet. Okay. Continue. May Allah help us. If we continue with the issue of parents, mashallah, it will take us 2-3 sessions. But alhamdulillah, now we know how important of a command to look after parents and how bad as a sin to disobey them or cause pain in their hearts or something. One more hadith in Bukhari and Muslim, authentic hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, the hadith says, a man came to the Prophet ﷺ and he said, who has right over my friendship? This is the hadith we should teach our children. Because children put friends before parents, right? Children usually, they put friends before parents. Because they see them more than they see us. So the man came and said, Ya Rasulullah, who has right over my friendship? The Prophet said, your mother. The man said, then who? He said, your mother. Then the man said, then who? He said, your mother. Then the man said, then who? He said, your father. And he stopped there. So in a relationship, my sisters, with our mothers, three. Your mother is your best friend 3 times. And your father is again your best friend. Friendship. If you have to take friends, it's your parents. Your mother is your best friend. Whatever she tells you, she means it from her heart. There are friends who ruin you now with them. They may advise you wrong, ill advice. Your mother will never do that. So spend more time with your mother and father.
Sheikh,
Yes.
there are occasions when where parents disown their own children.
Yes.
Especially when they marry another one.
They don't
They
agree.
disown the children. And when they grow up, the children have the revenge. Because they were not taken care of by their parents. So they make revenge to their parents.
Who should take revenge? Parents, the children who were disowned.
Yeah.
Take revenge of their parents. Okay? Because they disowned them or because they neglected them?
They neglect, the father neglect and also disown.
Okay. Like this. It's haram. We will talk about the rights of children later on. It's haram not to neglect the children. It's haram to neglect the kids. It's a major sin also that parents neglect the children, whether emotionally, physically, financially. That's another thing. We'll talk about it. But for a girl to go against her father and mother and marry without their approval is a major sin as well. You should not marry someone without the father and mother's approval. When they refuse, you should go to the imam and tell the imam, please talk to my father and mother because they are not making sense. For example, they are rejecting the man not because of a religious ground. For example, ta'assub, race, because he's from a different state or different tribe or different country. There are many jahil people, not only jahil, but in Arabia. This is all wrong, baseless. So the imam should also play a role. He may succeed, he may not. 99% he will not. Because he succeeds with a good man. A good man who got upset maybe with his daughter. But a bad man who doesn't even come to the masjid, do you think he will listen to the imam? No. So, if he disowns her because of this, actually he's wrong. Because the man is good. He's a good Muslim. He practicing Muslim. And he came to the father and asked him the hand of his daughter. And he has a job. He's not like jobless. He has a job. He's educated. He's everything. He's a good man. And the girl wants him. And the man didn't go behind the back of her father and did things. No. He came from the door. He knocked the door. He didn't come from the window, as we say. If the father here doesn't make sense, including the mother, then Allah help this family. Here, if he disowns her, it's not what you call that. It's not accepted. He disowns her or not, because he's not making sense. But if she is marrying a non-Muslim, if she marries someone, we don't even know if he's Muslim or not, pretending to be Muslim. Become Muslim today, tomorrow he marries. Don't do that to your daughters. He becomes Muslim today, tomorrow he marries her. Like most of you do, come to Shahana. In Shahana, marriage in Masjid Bilal. What is this? 24 hours. Girl for sisters. Same thing for a girl. I wouldn't marry my son to a girl who just became Muslim. Let her prove that she's Muslim for 1 year at least. At least for 1 year. Attending classes like this every week. Fasting Ramadan. Then maybe. So don't let your children also to bully you. They will do it.
I think the question was, okay, parents, husband and wife, have children, but the father leave the children and the wife because he married another wife.
That's not the same word. I mean, different question.
That's what yeah, okay. So the children,
Same.
the children, yeah.
That's another scenario.
Yeah.
That's pyramid.
So the children who has been neglected by the father, for example, when the father grew old, and the children refused to look after the father because they were neglected.
Yes.
So what do we tell them?
Very good. In this case,
Yeah, it's conflict there, right?
no. We tell the children, this is your father. Don't see how bad you feel bad that he did that to you. Don't do that to him. Be better. So we advise them. We try to. Of course, what he did, Allah will answer. He has to answer Allah Yawm al-Qiyamah for neglecting his children. And we tell him, you see, they cannot love you back because you neglected them. But we need to put the fire down, not add more fuel to the fire already. So we tell the children to fear Allah and show some kindness, at least not to hurt their father verbally. Khalas, he's married. Ma'af, we forgive you, but you live far away from us. Simple as this. But to tell them, no, you won't, this is, no, it's not like that. No. And if his wife forgives him, look, he rather divorce her than neglect her. A woman, sister, if you have to choose between being neglected and between divorce, they take divorce. Because when you are neglected, you cannot even marry. You're still in his neck. You got it? That's why you're divorcing. If Allah gives you another husband, last. Move on. Divorce is not haram. If a sister divorces, she didn't commit haram. And it's her job. Like Allah wanted her to marry. He wanted her to divorce. And sometimes, sisters, I'm telling you, nowadays, divorce is rahmah. Hey, don't go now, divorce. I'm saying sometimes it's really rahmah. Because you are not married to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and Umar ibn Khattab and Sayyidina Uthman and Ali radiallahu anhu. You are not missing much. I'm telling you. It's a headache that Allah took away from you. You just don't see it. Yeah, I will die if Abu Bakr as-Siddiq divorces me. Yeah. Like me. Because the problem you fell in love. I hope you know And most of you, when you fell in love, you didn't even fall in love for ethics. You didn't like a man because he's very ethical. Because he was your schoolmate in university, or I don't know what. Whatever. So the mother, when it comes to mother, we give her 3 times. 3 times the love and the respect. But please don't show that in front of father. Therefore, so father also gets jealous. Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him and his father, Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar, may Allah be pleased with him and his dad. He saw a man carrying his mother over his neck, like this, like a child. You know when we put children here and we play with them. He carried his mother like that, and he was doing that around the Kaaba. Allah, imagine a mother, weak, old, she lost a lot of weight. The son, mashallah, is so obedient, and he's carrying his mother like this, one leg here, one leg here. She's sitting on the neck, and he's doing tawaf. Such a wonderful son, right? So, when he looked at Abdullah bin Umar, he said, do you think I have paid back her dues? Abdullah bin Umar said, nay, by Allah. You didn't even pay back for 1 kick. Look at me, sisters. For 1 kick to her womb when you were inside. 7 rounds of tawaf. He didn't even pay 1 kick. You sisters who have children, you know. What does it mean, the pain of a baby kicking? So even if you buy your mother a brand new Mercedes with a special driver, you did not even pay back for the toy she bought you when you were a baby. But he said, but you have done well, my brother. And Allah will reward you for the little so much. So he didn't discourage him. He just stated the fact. You didn't even pay for a kick. But Allah will pay you for what you're doing. You did that well. He was so impressed. This is Sahabi, son of Sahabi. 4 people in one hadith, Rasulullah said, they will not enter Jannah. 4 نفر حق على الله أن لا يدخلهم الجنة ولا يذيقهم نعيمها. Not only they will not enter Jannah, they will not even taste the pleasure of it. Because sometimes you can smell, sisters, you cannot put perfume, but you smell the perfume, right? Sometimes you are passing by a shop that sells perfume. They didn't put perfume on you, but nice. No, they will not even smell that. Who are they? May Allah save us. Alcoholic, a person who makan riba, a person who eats the property of an orphan, deliberately. Sometimes you mix, you forgot, but you didn't mean it. Ana yatim, but no, you marry his mother or you marry his father and you start mixing their property with yours. Deliberately. You will never see paradise. And the person who gives hard time to his parents until they make tawbah. Meaning if they die like that, it's too bad. But if one day they realize they have done something wrong this world, that they should stop alcohol, they should stop consuming riba, they should stop eating the property of an yatim and give him back his dues, and those who have been hard to their parents, soften their hearts and apologize and make tawbah Allah for them. Enough actually talking about parents. I leave the rest for you in the book, inshallah. You read as much as you can. And please make that sisters. My goal in life is to produce teachers like you. Each one of you, do not underestimate what you can do. You don't have to be formally an ustaz. By the way, when you were Gila, you were normal for your family. The moment you become religious, you become ustaza. And number one accuser is husband. Ustaza. Yeah, I'm ustaza. That is yes. Okay? Your friends, yes, I'm ustaza. I wish I was ustaza then. Well, the purest people are those who are always in the masjid. Alhamdulillah. So, teach. My goal is that all the people I come across, inshallah, will learn something from me and pass it on. Pass it on. Do not keep the knowledge from you. Whatever we learn today, sit with someone and start with your family, with your children. And it doesn't have to be verbal. It could be you summarize a lecture on WhatsApp and send it to your son and daughter. Example. Okay. Any question about parents? Before we go to number 9, which is severing the bonds. Family bonds. Silatul Rahim, you cut it. It's called Hajr al-Aqarib, migrating family. There are people who do that. They migrate the family. They say, I have nothing to do with family so. Yes. Parents? So she's adopted and she gives more time to the adopting parents. Okay? Just go.
She's the only one that is available, to kind of take care of her parents. So how does it relate to this in terms of, like, when it says parents, you said it's mostly is the birth parents, but yet a lot of the hadith and ayat is related to how your parents care for you. So what if your birth parents didn't care for you?
Okay, good. Number 1, your parents are only those who biologically gave birth to you. Your father shares in you. You come from the sperms of your father and the egg of your mother. Any other woman who was so kind to you, breastfed you, looked after you, adopted you, she's not your mother, real mother. Your real mother is the one that gave you birth. And your real father is the one who was the reason for you to be. Physically. Let's first understand this. Metaphorically speaking, someone who raised you, looked after you, alhamdulillah, is like father enough, but he's not. This is very important. Please understand this. But parents also need to take care of their children, not just give birth and neglect them. Now, if parents did not neglect you, it was father who went to jihad, didn't come back. He went for work, didn't come back. He got sick, he got stranded, he was put in jail in another country. And he did not cause, he didn't disappear willingly. Nor the mother. Sometimes the mother, I mean, it's the fitrah that the mother is attached to the child. But if a mother let go a son or daughter, there is something either wrong here, or she's forced by certain circumstances, like poverty, extreme poverty, to give to somebody else. Because maybe she had another choice, that is to kill you, to abort you or strangle you, kill you. But instead she gave to another family. Alhamdulillah, she didn't kill you. Poverty, you don't know the situation of your father and mother those days. So if somebody else looked after you, and your parents did not neglect you, and they brought you through halal means, marriage, because there are many kids now from haram, because the hudud law are not. That's why men and women commit zina, and then they say we marry later on. No, we will talk about zina later on and major sin coming. So we are talking about parents who give birth to children and they look after them. These are the people who you should be extremely nice to. Later on, if you come to know your real parents and you don't know and you have no big feelings to them, don't worry, just be nice. Give them what we call the general conduct of a Muslim. Be nice to them. But Sheikh, I cannot love that woman, although she's my mother, but I love the adopting one. It's okay. But the mother breastfed you, looked after you, did everything for you, and you go love another woman and call her mother. That doesn't work, sister. Because this happens now. Your mother raised you very well. You cannot like her because she doesn't give you money. But another woman maybe gives you money.
Here, what happened to a child that the adopted mother breastfeeds?
Okay. The adopting mother who breastfeeds the child, she is like a mother, but she is not a real mother. Especially for the boy, she becomes haram for him. Listen to me carefully. If someone adopts someone, they can marry each other. Islamically. The only prevention is breastfeeding. Someone raised you. At a certain age, he offers you marriage. Can, no problem. If you want, no one should force you. Is this clear? But in Islam, it's better that a breastfeeding mother for her own son breastfeed others, so that she becomes mahram for them. She becomes haram for them. She can even remove her hijab in front of, because she breastfed you. It's clear? But the man cannot do that for a female. So your real mother is only the one who gave you birth. Your real father is the one who had sexual intercourse with your mother and caused you to be. That's the father, nobody else. Metaphorically speaking, yes. Father, I look after you as a father, I provide for you, I give you all the love you need, because you need a figure man in the family, and I am that person. That doesn't mean I am your father. Remember the ayah of Tabanni in Surah Al-Ahzab. Zayd radiallahu anhu, his real father is Haritha. Zayd bin Haritha radiallahu anhu. He was named Zayd bin Muhammad because the Prophet adopted him. Allah said no more. Don't call him Zayd bin Muhammad, call him Zayd bin Haritha. Ud'uuhum li aba'ihim. Name them after their real fathers. هو أقسط عند الله. It's more just with Allah. So, father is the one who caused you to come to this world. That's the father. Now, he neglected you, he didn't, that's between him and Allah Azza wa Jalla. And if we have Sharia law, we hold him responsible. Why did you leave this woman? Give us reasons. If he proves that he was sick, he was kidnapped, he was in prison, it happens, these things happen. And here, we have an excuse and we need to find the mercy to forgive and forget this man. But he just went to another Orang Putih because he was in Australia. Sorry, Orang Putih is not better than my mother. Takbir. Hey, so mothers also neglect you. All they care about is Takbir. Still not looking good. Takbir. All they care about is a bag, Birkin bag, or I don't know what is that. You're never home, sister. It's the man that is raising your children. You're not playing with your children. You cannot even be seen in this one. What do you call that? Huh? Playground. Never been seen with your children playing around you. The chicken has more rahmah to her children and spend more time with her hands than you. Careful, sisters. Most of the mistakes mothers did in neglecting the children is caregiving. I want my career. I want my job. I want my job. Your job, sister, is to raise kids. Is to make heroes. That is more important than you make a hero. Your son will be a hero one day. And they say, who's the mother of that boy? Oh, so and so. That girl, who's her mother? But you actually look down at this. You just want to be like Westerners. No. Look at now Westerners. They've been done by their children. They neglected them in young age. Allahu Akbar. Okay, we start the Hajr al-Arham, severing the bonds. Careful, my sisters, to cut your rahim. What is rahim? What is rahim? Rahim is a womb, the womb of a woman, where a baby is born. When a woman conceives a child, the child goes to the womb, and he grows up there, not in the stomach, not in the liver. That womb is given only to women. Men have no womb. So any family member that is related to you through the same womb, like grandma or grandma or mother, then you are related. Repeat it. Grandma, for example, uncles and aunties. Why an uncle is your uncle? Why an auntie is your auntie? What makes them uncle and auntie? The womb of the grandma. Okay? Then brother and sister, the mother, the womb of the mother. Cousins, the grandma. Nephews and nieces, the mother, again. The sons and daughters of your brothers and sisters. This is family. So, parents, grandparents, uncles and aunties, brothers and sisters, cousins and nieces. Is this clear? This is family. Sometimes related, far related, no problem. But this is it. Do not sever the bond. If they want to cut you off, let them, but you don't cut it off. They don't want to invite you for the wedding of their children. No problem. You send them an invitation. They come, alhamdulillah. They don't come, super alhamdulillah. Like they're headache less. But when you send the invitation, don't say, oh Lord, I hope they will never accept. No. Otherwise, you are also guilty of that. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ الَّذِي تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ وَالْأَرْحَامِ. In the first ayah also he said, Sisters. I said womb, right? Womb is given to whom? Men or women? Women. In Surah An-Nisa, women, the first ayah, Allah says, and fear Allah, who will ask you about the wombs that bore you. Allah Akbar. You will ask us? Yes. Another. So now you already know the questions of the exam, and you're going to fail. Allahu Akbar. Allah already gave us, He says, the exam, these are the questions. I will ask you once. Aqidah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. I will ask you about Salah. I will ask you about Zakat. I will ask you about the wombs. And still, not ready. We are about to enter an exam very soon, the grade. And we are not ready. So what to do? Don't civil the bonds. Don't civil the bond. If anyone wants to give the bond, this is problem. That problem. But you please. I know it's not easy. It's not easy. I know some of our family members are really bad. And we all have those crazy people in our families. But what can we do? It's dunya. So if they want to cut you off, it's their problem. It means the ayah, and fear Allah who will ask you about the wombs that you should not cut off. Another ayah. This is Surah An-Nisa, verse 1. Surah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. In Surah Muhammad, verse 22, 23, Allah says, فَهَلْ عَسَيْتُمْ إِن تَوَلَّيْتُمْ أَن تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَتُقَطِّعُوا أَرْحَامَكُمْ أُولَئِكَ الَّذِينَ لَعَنَهُمُ اللَّهُ فَأَصَمَّهُمْ وَأَعْمَى أَبْصَارَهُمْ. The strongest SubhanAllah, even the word I cannot find. The strongest condemnation was used for Silatul Rahim, severing the bond. Look what Allah said. How about if you turn away from Islam? What makes a person turn away from Islam? Not necessarily murtad. Tufsidu fil ard. You start committing corruption on earth. Corruption that doesn't mean bribery only. Corruption on earth, I throw oil in the river. I threw the sewer in the river, so fish start dying. That is called corruption. Pour bad water, dirty water, juice from the tree, then it dies out. I cut off trees under the so-called development. And this is corruption on earth. Injustice on earth. So many forms of corruption. The second one, وَتُقَطِّعُ أَرْحَامَكُمْ, and you sever your bonds. Wow. So it's like murtad from Islam. Yes, it's a form of turning away from the teachings of Islam when you sever your bonds. أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ لَعَنَهُمُ اللَّهُ. Those are the people Allah has given la'na. So it's not a major sin, a minor sin. If it was minor sin, Allah will not use the word la'na. Like we said in the first class, you remember? When I explained to you what does a major sin mean. If the word la'na is there, it's a major sin. Because Allah will never give a curse to someone if he committed a small sin. Because Allah is so forgiving.
Sheikh, I'm not sure whether I understand well or not. Your severing family bonds is actually between the families and families, or outsiders break the bonds of the family?
No. It's like this. Number one, I want to correct something here also in Malaysia. You are not family, Silatul Rahim, unless you have a cousin here. This is called brotherhood and sisterhood. If you don't want to visit me when I'm sick, let's say, you didn't see the bond because I'm not your brother or cousin. Your right over me and my right over you is brotherhood and sisterhood in Islam. So do not confuse Silatul Rahim. Silatul Rahim means the womb. I just showed you. I just explained. There is a womb that you are related through. There is another womb of your mother that you are related through. Grandmother. This is Silatul Rahim. If an outsider severs the bonds, or one of these people, why do we allow somebody to make fitna between me and my sister, or an outsider between me and my cousin, or between me and my uncle? See? We should be clever. That can happen. Also, it could be me and my brother don't talk. This is not nice. But if a sister like this doesn't talk to another sister, that's not Silatul Rahim. That's another thing. We try to mend the relationship because they should be friends and sisters in Islam. Not sister in blood. So please, it's blood. You have to have blood connection with that person. So let's say a Muslim doesn't talk to another Muslim. That's different. That's not Silatul Rahim. Silatul Rahim is between family members, whether it's the extended family or the immediate family. So those are the people Allah has cursed. What does He do when He curses them? Look, sisters. فَأَصَمَّهُمْ He turns them deaf. Not physically, but they cannot hear the truth anymore. خلاص. وَأَعْمَى أَبْصَارَهُمْ And He turns them blind. Not physically again. They cannot see the truth. They cannot, even when you tell him it's haram, he can't. I can't accept it. Brother, it's haram too. He's blind. He's deaf. As if you're talking to someone who cannot hear. As if you're showing the way to someone who can't see. Oh my God. So the la'na of Allah, when it falls on those who sever the bonds, khalas, they become deaf and blind. Not physically necessarily. They cannot hear the truth anymore. They cannot see it anymore. In another ayah, in Surah Al-Ra'd, the thunder, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, الَّذِينَ يُوفُونَ بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ Pay attention. Those who يُوفُونَ بِعَهْدِ اللَّهِ they are loyal to the commandment of Allah. What do you have in English then? What do you have the ayah? The ayah, which? What does it say in English?
Those with covenant.
Covenant, yes. Those who fulfill their covenant to Allah. The covenant of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasul. They say stay Muslims. وَلَا يَقْتُلُونَ الْمِيثَاقَ And they will not break the mithaq, the contract between them and Allah Azza wa Jalla, which is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. وَالَّذِينَ يَصِلُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلَ And those who join the blood relationship. And they fear Him, they fear their Lord. وَيَخَافُونَ سُوءَ الْحِسَابِ They're so afraid of the day of judgment when Allah gives them the wrong accountability. The wrong accountability because they were wrong, not because Allah is wrong. Oh, so there's very strong ayahs. The first ayah, Surah Al-Nisa. The second ayah, Surah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The third ayah, Surah Al-Ra'd. The last surah, in Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah said, يهدي به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين who are more fasiq. Allah in this ayah shows us more fasiq. More fasiq is more rebellious. The people who are rebellious against Allah. Who are they? Those who seek the bonds. Allah is telling you, man, your bonds, and you are saying no. Then you are rebellious. Wow, fasiq. Straight to hell. أعوذ بالله ويقطعون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك هم الخاسرون. Those are the losers. You will not lose if it was a minor sin. So sisters, alhamdulillah, we know now severing family ties and bonds is a major sin, and alhamdulillah most Muslims are aware of this. I really like to say Silatul Rahim, which is good, but what is Silatul Rahim? Silatul Rahim is I am related to you through a womb. Now, our in-laws, are they also part of the family? Yes, because the womb of their daughter or the womb of your sister, now you are also family. But it's not as wajib as the womb of the mother or the womb of the grandmother. Is this clear? Even in-laws, you give them the respect. And keep distance with your in-laws, my advice to you. Keep a distance. Salam, salam. Apa khabar? Kabar baik. Don't say sihat, don't khalas. Assalamualaikum, alaikum salam. Too much and eating outside. What is this? Hey, I'm not talking about your mother's in-laws and father's in-laws. I'm talking about your brother-in-law, sister-in-law. Sometimes you get too close and then too far. Joe, keep distance. Keep a distance. Assalamu alaikum salam. How are you? Selamat hari raya. Just eat outside. Then you pour your heart to her. She pours your heart. What is that? You want to pour your heart? Yalla, sujood. Cry to Allah. We started late, so I'm going to let you go at 12:30. Takir. In the book of Bukhari and Muslim, the greatest two books of hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, لا يدخل الجنة قاطع رحم. Hadith sahih. A person who severs his bonds will not enter Jannah. Allah Akbar. Can't see how many Muslims have severed their bonds. How many years they didn't talk to each other. And for what? Not even for good reasons. Not for good reasons. You didn't congratulate me when my daughter got her IGCSE. This is what makes you angry because of this. Yes. My son that day fell and scratched his knee, and you didn't come visit him. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur. This is why you don't talk to someone. They are killing us with their nonsense. And the real issues, the big one, no, we don't see the one for it. Like you don't pray. I still visit you. You neglect your parents, leave your best friend. These are the things, if I cut my relationship with you, because you are mu'tad, you are kafir. You are now insulting, you are making fun of hijab. You are making fun of the Kaaba or Tawaf. You say, why those people are turning around? Here, sorry. Someone. But not to say congratulations. They are killing us with this nonsense. Training our energy. Unless that person makes tawbah. So please do not die while severing the bonds. Sheikh, but someone doesn't want to visit me, and whenever I try, they don't want to. That's their problem. Alhamdulillah, it's not you. You didn't say, don't come visit us anymore. No, you didn't do that. Alhamdulillah. Rasulullah ﷺ said, "Silu arhamakum walau bis-salam." Join your blood relationship, even if you have to say salam. Sometimes what's that? Assalamu alaikum. They don't reply, it's their problem. I sent to you assalamu alaikum. Salamat alaikum. They don't reply up to that. I sent you the Eid. Salamat alaikum. You didn't reply. Even Rasulullah ﷺ said, join your blood relationship. Even if you have to say salam. Alhamdulillah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam also said, "Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir falyasil rahimah." He who truly believes in Allah and the Day of Judgment, he should join his blood relationship. Now, who is really a person who joins the blood relationship? Is the one who go to people even when they don't come to him. When I come to you and you pay me back a visit, actually you are not Salatul Rahim. Salatul Rahim is when I cut you off, and you still find the Rahmah in your heart and say, okay, let's go visit my brother. It's okay lah. This is Salatul Rahim. It's not like, okay, you came, I come. No, it's not like that. When I visit you and you visit me, it's not called Salatul Rahim. Salatul Rahim is when someone cuts you and you go visit. Generosity is when somebody didn't help you and you help him. Look, when I was in need, I begged you for a loan, you didn't. Now you are in need, I will not just give you a loan, I will give you even sadaqah. I mean, don't return it. That is generosity. When tit for tat. It's not that. It's difficult, sisters. I know it's difficult to do, but that's where the bahana is. Remember. Why is it called Rahim? Because it's coming from the word Ar-Rahman, mercy. Ar-Rahim is from Rahman. Rahim is the womb. The womb. Why a mother feels so attracted to her son or daughter and attached to them? Because that baby is coming from her womb. So the Rahmah comes from there. When Allah Azza wa Jalla created the Rahim, sisters, when Allah, before He created the universe, He created three things. The first thing, He created the throne, Al-Arsh. Then He created the pen. The pen started writing. The pen asked Allah, what should I write? Allah said, write what I tell you to, which is Qada al-Qadar, that you and I will meet one day. This is part of, it was written that Sheikh Zubair will teach you. I don't even know who you are, you don't know me, I'm coming from another world, subhanAllah. That your jodoh will be with the husband you marry, not with the one maybe you liked in your right now, teenage age. That man, I know. That you will have 6 kids, or 2 kids, or 1 kid, or no. Whatever Allah has written, right? The third thing was the womb. You know what? The womb followed Allah. When He created her, she followed Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to the womb, what do you want? She said, Ya Allah, I have a request. Anyone who joins me, join him to your mercy. Anyone who sees me, cut him from your mercy. He said, you cut him. Now, how she followed him, that's in the ancient world. Rasulullah told us. There are many things we believe only through heart. That's why it's called belief. Because you don't see it. We don't see God, we believe. The womb followed Allah somehow. When He created her, she followed Him. How she followed Him, I don't know. Don't ask me. And then she said, Ya Allah, join those who join me. And cut from your mercy those who don't cut. He said, you cut. Hey, my sisters. Ali radiallahu anhu, Ali bin al-Husayn, Sayyidina al-Husayn radiallahu anhu, grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had a son, his name Ali. So this is Ali ibn al-Husayn. Ibn Ali. Ali, the son of Husayn, the son of Ali. The cousin of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, son-in-law of the Prophet. This is the great-grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said to his son, he was advising his son, he said, oh my son, do not befriend a person who severed his bond. Don't be a friend with someone you know. Let's say your friend doesn't like her, she cuts off her family. You cannot be friends with her. Why? فَإِنِّي وَجَدْتُهُ مَلْعُونًا فِي كِتَابِ اللَّهِ. He's cursed. That person is cursed. She's cursed. And you are befriending somebody cursed, meaning the curse will follow you. Sister, can you walk with someone who has tuberculosis? AIDS? Cholera? Ebola? Why? Why you should stay away from them? Because you get infected. Very good. You will be infected spiritually by those who have the la'nah of Allah. Major sinners don't stay with them. One of them is this guy. Sheikh, how about if my husband? It's your duty to keep every day nagging at him until he goes and fixes the relationship. Otherwise the la'nah will follow you as well. Because you share that with him as well. Don't leave him. Keep saying, it's your sister. It's okay, forgive. But he did, but it's okay. Sabah. Not the other way. Some women even create more fitna. They even cause the husband to not talk to his brother or his sister. Is this clear, my sisters? Ya Rab, I never agreed with my husband for cutting off his family. No, it is more than that. Because in marriage you are stuck, but in friendship you are not stuck. Come here, do you mend your relationship with your sister? No, okay, you are not my friend anymore. That's it. Huh? Yes. Positive pressure. I found him cursed in 3 areas in the Quran. He said, my son, do not befriend those who sever their bonds. I found them cursed in 3 verses in the Quran. A man was sitting with Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Abu Hurairah was teaching in masjid, and there was a boy who was sitting far. He was not close. All the Musallin, Jama'ah, were close to Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu as he was teaching. There was a boy sitting far, a young man sitting far. When Abu Hurairah was talking, that man left, that boy left. And he went to his auntie. He hugged her and he took good care of her. And he said, Ma'af, I am sorry, I didn't visit you for a long time. I was really, severing the bond. He gave her some money. She asked him, his auntie, paternal auntie, ما جاء بك يا ابن أخي? What brought you, O son of my brother? He said, I was listening to companion of Rasulullah Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, and he said, those who sever the bond should leave our audience. He's like he felt that boy has, hey, you know those what telepathy? There are people who they have. It's called firasa in Arabic. Firasa to mu'min. Rasulullah said, fear the firasa of the believer because he sees with the nur of God. Some people see with the light of Allah. They look at you, they know what's the problem with you. They don't know every detail about your life. But for example, they say, you're coming to ask about divorce. You're coming because your son troubled you. How do you know? It's from Allah. It's a gifted thing. It's a gift that He gives. So Abu Hurairah, when he looked at his audience, he felt that boy. So he didn't say, you go mend your relationship. He just said, anyone who has out of rahmah, he doesn't embarrass him. He said, anyone who has severed his bond with his family, go and fix it. So the boy, my God, he knows. So he went, alhamdulillah, man. He said, hey, he went and man. Not like us today. He said, no, he means me. I will not even come back to this masjid. He means me. You didn't even embarrass him and say any of the name. Today there are people that do that. Instead of saying, alhamdulillah, this is a message from Allah. Let me go and fix myself. No. So the boy went and he told his auntie that it was actually Abu Hurairah who scared me, and I came, alhamdulillah. He reminded me, may Allah bless him, and I came. She said, go back to Abu Hurairah. This lady, she said, go back to Abu Hurairah and ask him, why? Why is that? So he went and asked him, why did you tell me to go? Abu Hurairah said, because I heard Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say, إن الرحمة تنزل على قوم لا تنزل على قوم فيهم قاطع رحم. He said, when I told you that, my son, because I heard the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Tina ada rahmah on people if one of them has severed his bond. Now you know why Allah is angry at most of us? Because some of us severed the bonds and we are not talking about that. We tolerate them. We open even the door for them. We are their best friends. We don't even tell them, no, you're wrong. Akbar. A group of, let's say this community here, Valencia and Sierra Leone. This area, Allah will not give rahmah to them if there is only one person who sees the wrong. Yeah, because we are not enjoying what is good, forbidding what is wrong. Number 10, zina. Next week, inshallah, we talk about zina, na'udhu billah. Just a trailer review. What Allah said about zina is this, sisters. He said, don't come near zina. The Quran never said don't commit zina. What does that mean? Coming near zina is already a major sin. How about committing it? Huh? What do you mean, Shaykh, coming near zina? How do women come near zina? Number one, the dress. The way you dress, sister, speaks volume about you. So when you wear hijab like you are, inshallah, it shows you are a woman of dignity. But when you show your neck, your hair, what are you doing? When you show your legs, your knees, above your knees, your hair, what are you saying? Yani, what are you saying? You're saying I'm cheap, and look at me. I'm that cheap. But when you are, inshallah, covered with only your face and hands in public, you're saying, I have value. I ask you, sisters, I'm going to give you 2 cookies. 2 cookies. Chinese cookies, what do you call them? Fortune. I never got fortune. I got a cookie, but never a fortune. Like bear. I give you 2 Chinese cookies, I call them. Or good cookies, whatever cookies. Malay rice cookie, whatever, mashallah. 1 plastified, covered, and 1 uncovered. But they fall on the floor. Then I beat them and give them to you and say, please choose. Your fitrah chooses what? And sorry, they fell on the floor. You will choose that, subhanAllah, the fitrah, human fitrah. Naturally, even children, even non-Muslims, they will choose the one. Because sorry, they are the one that same thing. For a woman who is wearing hijab, everybody wants it. Not necessarily to marry her, but to be with her. But those who show their legs and everything, what is this? So, it's the dress. Number 1 reason for zina is the dress. The dress of women. So please, fear Allah and tell your daughters to dress properly and start early with them. The earliest you start, the easier it will be for you, inshallah. You don't have to tell your teenage girl, it's time to wear hijab. From young, cover her. And you will see, she will love it. She will just put it. She will not fight. And please don't think your daughters will have the same chance as you. Maybe you started late to cover. Doesn't mean your daughters will cover late like you. Because we are in the time of social media. Pressure is big. Long time ago, the pressure was outside the house. Listen carefully to me. We needed to be out of the house to sin. No. In your room, clothes, your son and daughter, the sins are coming to him. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We used to go out to do something naughty. No. You don't have to even go out. This is the reality some parents didn't comprehend yet. So, my dear sisters, I leave you in Allah's mercy. And I ask Allah to protect us from all the major sins and to make us very obedient to our parents and to, inshallah, never sever our family bonds and never come close to zina. I will explain about zina in details, and it's an epidemic now. It's spreading now. A lot of people are committing zina, and may Allah just save us and save our children from any form of zina, even the zina of the eye. The eye commits zina, the ear commits zina, the hand commits zina. We will see the hadith about this. Zina is not just sexual intercourse. It's a way of life now. It's a way of life. Last thing I tell you before we make dua, Sheikh, my parents passed away, how can I be nice to them? Three things. Number one, dua. Ask Allah to forgive them. Ask Allah to forgive them. Every day in your salat. Three things you should do, three du'as you should ask in salat. Number one, rahmah and maghfirah to your parents. Number two, Jannah for you. Number three, to save you from Jannah. In every salat, make these three du'as. Rahmah to parents and maghfirah. Ask Allah Jannah for you and ask Allah to save you from Jannah. Yourself. Okay. The second thing you can do to your parents beside dua is salah. Give, from time to time, give salah on them. Three, be nice to the best friend. Your mother has a good friend still alive, and your mom passed away. Consider that lady as your mother. Even if she's your auntie, let's say your mother loves your auntie, one of your aunties, she loves her. So your father has a very good friend who's still alive. Go and give some gifts and visit. These are three things you can do for your parents after they are gone. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Allah, make my sisters very happy in dunya and akhirah. Ya Allah, remove their sadness. They look sad. Some of them very sad. Why are you sad? You're a Muslim and you're going to Jannah. And whoever offended you, you will get his pahala. So why are you upset? You know yourself. Those I mean, they know themselves. That's clear. May Allah bless my sisters who went to Hajj. May Allah accept their Hajj. May Allah bring them safe to all of us. Ameen. May Allah forgive our parents who passed away and grant them Jannatul Firdaus. And may Allah bless our parents who are still alive. May Allah help us to be nice to them and to give them the best we can before they give us or we give them. Ameen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Okay, Sister Zuli, did you announce? Okay, give me. Do you have? Okay.